So I've come over to Ganavan Beach. Can you see the rabbit? I don't know if it's picking up on the camera. It's covered in rabbits here. It's beautiful. This is Ganavan Beach. I'm sat at the back of the car park, pretending that I'm just chilling out, but actually I'm trying to stay here for night. I don't know if I'm going to get away with this, you know. It's really... I'd feel better if there were loads of cars doing the same thing, but there's not. Usually you get camper vans and that staying. I think there's one there, but it's not much of a van. It doesn't stand out that much. Look at rabbit. How they're fast. Oh bless. So let's see if I can stay for at night. The toilet's there, but they close the doors at 8. And I need a wee now. And what time is it? It is 7:30. So I have to make sure I get one before they do it. But can I stay here the whole night? Do you know the last time I slept here in the car, it was winter. That's looking over Mull. Mull's in the far distance. The nearest island you can see that's really flat is Lismore. And the one behind it, the hilly one, is Mull. But, no, is it actually? I think it might be. Mull's big. Yeah, I think it is Mull. But, yeah, the last time I lived here in the car, I was miserable as hell and I was really struggling and I didn't sleep. But I'm figuring at the moment I'm not sleeping well anyway, so just bloody do it and shut up moaning. What is anyone going to do, eh? Who's hurting anyone? I've done it before, so I'll just do it. Just a little backstory to these houses though, here. All these houses here were built on public land. And I didn't know about this. All this land here was for the general public, and it was always a public beach. But one day a guy came and just took the land, and there's about 30 houses, 50 houses there, and he just pretty much overnight built this small housing estate. But the houses, oh great, this one coming. The housing estate itself is really, really expensive. I mean, the houses, some of them are £500,000. So yeah, overnight, he put these houses up illegally, and no one dared take him on. And then one day somebody realised what had happened, that it just basically stole the land from the people, and they tried to get him for it, but they couldn't. So it just shows you, doesn't it? This guy became a multi-millionaire overnight by breaking the law, and he's got away with it. And recently, the beach here, people have been complaining because it's got the sewage from these houses is pouring straight into the sea, and the dogs are getting sick, and they're saying it's not good enough, we're not having it. But it's because the houses were banged up overnight, and they were probably just the sewage system, it goes into a cesspit, and it was probably overlooked, the long-term thing of it. So anyway, that's the story at the moment. The beach is polluted, the water's polluted, dogs are getting sick on a beautiful beach like this because some houses were banged up a few years ago illegally. So there's a little story about Ganavan. And this car park, which belongs to the public, is charging parking fees, which I refuse to pay, so they can get lost there as well. This is our land, how dare they charge us to be on it? So it says no overnight parking. They can try what... In fact, do you know, I'm lying. It used to say no overnight parking, but there's no sign anywhere saying it that I can see. So maybe they'll get away with it. Now, if this camper van stays for tonight, I'll feel a bit better, but they've got a massive advantage over me. They can shut off the windows and go and lay down flat, and they've probably got somewhere to pee at night in there as well. and they can probably make themselves a drink in there. Where, do you know, oh sugar, I've just realised I haven't got a drink. And I haven't had a drink all day. Oh, I've only had juices. That ain't enough, is it? So I've actually got no water or anything. Oh, for Pete's sake. And if I'm here, everything's going to be shut till flipping morning. Oh, never thought about that. Do you know, I am so unorganised. I can't be homeless even. And now I need a real wee, and I've took my shoes off. Look at all birdies. There's loads of them in the hedgerow. Ah, the last ferry, is it? I don't know if you can see that last ferry coming over from Lismore to Auburn. It's only a small one, that, but is it the ferry? I think it is. So yeah. So I freaked out and went to a youth hostel, and it was packed. And she managed to find me a place in another one, but she said you've got to share a bedroom with other people, mixed dorm. And I thought no. So I found this car park that is free after 6 p.m. till 1 p.m. tomorrow, because it's Sunday tomorrow. So as you can see, there's houses behind me. That's Auburn. But next to me is a camper. So that's making me feel better because somebody else is sleeping here tonight. It's just better for them though, because they don't have to hide. Can you see I've put my jacket there to try and cover the window, and this one here, well, I'm going to put up later on to cover that window, so I probably won't sleep anyway, but why pay 50 quid a night to not sleep? So I might as well just sleep in chuffing car, not sleep in the car. So you can see that I faced the bushes. What time is it? 9:10 at night. Now, last time I was homeless, I slept in my car for 6 weeks, and it was winter. So there was only 3 hours of daylight, 4 hours. It was really bad. But now it's the opposite. It can get it gets dark really late in Scotland in summer, and it gets light very early. So hopefully no one will come and pick on me and come and stare in my windows. That's the biggest thing for me, is getting seen. I don't like it. I think something's telling me that in the future, when I make money, I've got to invest in a van. So if I'm ever in a situation like this again, I've got some backup, because I think a van's important when you live like me. Even if it's just for in between jobs, you know, if I get seasonal work, I've got somewhere to live in it until I get something else. But it's not really feasible to live in a car, especially a Vauxhall Corsa, because they're too small. I'm so tired, but I'm not tired enough to go to sleep because it's only just after 9, so it's a bit too dark to read as well, actually. But I'll take that down for a bit. It's made no difference. I'm on bushes overhanging the car as well, so that's taking a lot of light out. But it is actually still really light, so I won't be able to read. This is the only thing in it when you live in a car. What about entertainment? If I can't read a book and I can't sleep, what do I do? I could put music on, but then it'd drain battery, wouldn't it? So I'll just try and meditate, actually. I'd do some writing as well, but it's too dark to write. But I've decided not to go in the backpackers. I've just been disgusting. You'll think I've just weeding that. I'm just weeding it and thrown it into bushes. What you're supposed to do. And I need a shower tomorrow, so I don't know where to get that either. Oh, someone's coming now next to me. No, they're not. Yeah, they are. Yeah. There might be a few come tonight, because they might all get the same idea. It's better to pay nothing and be in your car than it is to pay for a room. And especially if you're sharing. I don't want to share. I don't feel comfortable sharing rooms with anyone. Do you know, even when I was married, I wanted to sleep in my own bedroom. Right, I'm gonna go now. I'm getting tired.